Hi everybody, so today I'm going to go over some new products that I have, and I'm going to start with what I had just spent at least 10 minutes talking about and then realized that my camera wasn't on. So, to begin, this is the Etude or Etude, however it is, I do not know. I watch Korean bloggers and to me it sounds like Etude House. So, Etude House personal color palette for warm tone. There is a cool tone palette. There's also two lip palettes, one warm tone, one cool tone. I contemplated getting the lip palette, however, I tend not to use lip products as much as I used to, although I still buy them. The idea of buying a lip palette really made me feel like a waste, but I would still I gotta be honest, I still want it. I really do. Just to let you know, there was a sale. If you go to Etude's House website, they might still have a sale since it's so close. Since today is the 1st of January. Maybe they have a sale going on. I'm not sure. I have not checked it. But I got 30% off of my order plus free shipping. So I don't know if that's like still going on. So as you can see, these are some really, really pretty colors. Some nice browns, taupe colors, mauves, and all of that are in the cool tone palette. So if you like mauvey pinks, purpley tones, cloudy purples, those are in the cool tone palette. I don't wear those colors, so I didn't want that palette. Just to start, I had watched several reviews. If you want to get into watching Korean beauty videos, I would say start with Pony Beauty because her videos, so many of them are translated into English. You can click through the suggestion box and find many, many videos by bloggers that are translated into English, and those are usually translated by their sponsor companies. So if they're on a network, like you might hear some YouTubers talk about, if they're on a network, typically that network translates their videos. And I've watched so many different and productive videos on Korean beauty products. As you guys, if you guys are long time followers of me, you know that I really love Asian makeup products. I like Japanese and Korean products. So to get started, some people had issue with this palette because they felt that the colors didn't show up the way they look in the pan, and I think that's because their skin tones being so fair. They probably this shade is like more like a skin tone shade, but it's very shimmery, and that was one of the things that people had said. But for me, because I am darker, and you can see the glitter in that shade. So if you are fair skinned and you're looking for like a blending color, I don't think this palette has one. I have to admit, that was definitely a complaint. Overall, it's an excellent palette. However, if you want an all-encompassing palette with like a matte blending shade, I don't think that's in there if you're fair. For me, because I am not fair, it's not so bad. Because this is a very medium tone blending color here for me. I can use that on my skin, but it would still show, honestly, this would still be like a contour color. I could use it in my crease though. I very rarely put things in my crease, but I could put it in my crease. And then you have this pinky shade here as like a blending color. So it's like a pinky kind of, what's the color? Pinky nude kind of color. So even though I'm on the darker end, or some people don't even think I'm on the darker end, whatever you want to say about it, even though I'm deeper than the Korean bloggers I've watched, I have to be honest that even for me, there's not really something that's like that neutral skin tone shade, but that doesn't bother me. So because the palette itself is very, very beautiful. So like these shimmery shades here are just fantastic. I'm going to show you now. They are so beautiful with the shimmer and the glitter and everything. I'm going to stand up and see if it's actually coming out right. Like, look at that. That's the pigments. You can see the pigments in there. That's not that is fallout, but one of the things about fallout is that you get it because either there's too much powder and all that's falling out is just the talcum powder filler, or the pigments are that thick and they're falling out. And in this case, the pigments are just that thick and they're falling out. So fallout's not bad, as some people think it is. Fallout is really, really not bad. It all depends on what is falling out of the eyeshadow, not fallout in general. So I really like this palette. This cost me I threw out the packing slip. I believe this was $25 or around $30. Between $25 and $30 this palette cost me. I love it. It's so beautiful. Every color is just so beautiful. Like this dark color here, you could use this as liner. This is really dark, by the way. You could use it as like a liner. Look how pigmented that is. It's so beautiful. It's just so, I cannot stop saying it's so beautiful, because it really is. It feels good. Like, it feels good. So I highly suggest the Personal Color palette. They have a warm tone one, which is what I bought, and a cool tone one, depending on what color schemes you like. They don't have a neutral one, which kind of would be a nice in-between one, I think. But and then they have this is actually in English. These are the color names. So Honey Milk was the pink nude. Dark Night was the near black that I had used. It's so beautiful. Tanning Gold, Twinkle Orange. Those are the two shimmery shades that I had used. And Dull Espresso was this kind of crease color that I had put on there. So to be honest, I have to admit, no, there's no like lid colors that you could, not lid colors, there's no base colors you could use this for. You'd have to take like your foundation powder and blend everything out with that, or take a separate eyeshadow and blend all of your colors with that. Did you shut off the TV?
Yeah, I'm gonna film too.
Oh, I was like, what? There's no background music. Anyway.
No, it's a good show though.
Yeah. Sorry for the side conversation. So I also bought, because I had watched so many reviews on this, the Play Color Eyes palette. I got the Juice Bar because that was the only one left in stock. I want the Cafe palette. I'm going to have to go to Amazon or eBay to get it because it's sold out. They also have one called the Ice Truck palette, which has like minty greens in it. I really want that one too. They're about $25. This was $25. It wasn't less than $25. But I also used the 30% off, and so my total order came out to be $40. So this was $25. This was between $25 and $30. This was $25, and I got a single eyeshadow that was around $5. And after the discount, I got all of it for $40. So that's a really big discount. I think I saved like $20 or something like that in total, because it would have been like over 50. It was over 50. It was like $60 almost, and it went down to, because this was like, I don't remember how much this one was, but I know this was like 27, 26. But on eBay, I know I found them for about 25. So let me open it back up, because it's a very beautiful palette. A lot of people really like this palette, and you might look at it and say this is not like an everyday palette, but it depends on what looks you do, because a lot of people love these warm orangey tones right now. Like I think Morphe 3050 palette was like a bestseller this year from their company, because those had, and if you didn't know, the 3050 they're all orange tones, like this deep oranges and orangey golds and red golds, and that red color has been super, super popular this year. So there are some favorites in here. The color sheet wasn't translated, it was still in Hangul, so I don't know what the color names are on this one. I don't have any tissues to show you anything, so I'm gonna have to use the rest of my arm. So this like cafe brown, it's like super shimmery and so close to my skin tone, but it's very, very pretty for like a natural look. And then I think this one is matte. Yeah, this one's matte, and that's more like a warm tone blending shade. It's super, super pretty. So if you do like smoky eye colors, which I like smoky eyes a lot, my eye shape is hooded, and I have like the turn down in the front on my eyelids, like where your lids turn in, so it's easier for me to do a smoky eye than it is for me to say do those no makeup deep crease you know, where people take the colors and they put them in their crease. I can't do that because my eyes are hooded and the hood pulls really tightly at my inner corner. So I can't even put eyeliner on the inner corners of my eyes because it turns in too much. If you guys know what I'm saying. So I really prefer more dramatic colors because then I can put them all over kind of different places. So this orangey color is just super, super, super gorgeous. Every blogger that reviewed this palette just talked about this orange color so much. This color so much. This pink color is beautiful. Then you have this dark muted gray brown. It's like a gray brown color. It's so pretty. It's like similar to the one in the Etude House palette, but if you can see, it's just muted. It's sort of neutral, whereas this one is definitely on the warmer side. And so even though it's both Etude House, you get such different variety of colors. I feel like even if you used only Etude House products, you would still get so many different looks from them. I cannot wait to get the Ice Truck palette and the Cafe palette. Those are definitely the two ones I want to get next. The Cafe palette, if you can tell, it has like coffee color shade. They're like warm to some warm tones. I think there's, let me start rambling. I think there's this 3, 6, 9. So like their palettes kind of are like, this is a set, this is a set, this is a set, and then you have like this highlighter here. I think that's how it works. I think that's how it works. Otherwise, the Cafe palette is like cafe colors, or you can skip that and get the personal color palette because you still have those cafe colors in there, but they're different. Honestly, I watched a comparison video of the personal color palette and the cafe palette, and the colors are different. So if you want to get them all like me, I'm not going to stop you because I love makeup. I really love it. So I'm running out of space because I forgot to bring makeup wipes in here. Maybe my sister will be nice and get me some makeup wipes. Maybe not. I don't know if she can even hear me. So I already have the Too Faced Sweet Peach eyeshadow palette. It's right here. Amazing. This is the first gen from when they first released it this summer. So it still smells like peach. Actually, all my chocolate bar palettes still smell like chocolate. So this is the peach palette. I feel like there's so many videos I don't need to talk about it. Because my filming situation right now, I can't film myself directly. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that because my camera stand is broken. So maybe somehow I'll figure that out. But I'm just in love with these warm colors because I have realized like I love warm tone colors. Sometimes I buy cool colors, but I think it's because I say, oh, I never had that. But it's not that I never had it. I don't usually wear them. Gotta remember to tell yourself those things. So I got the Papa Don't Peach re-release. I remember my sister had the old school one and it was really nice. So I got the new one of the Papa Don't Peach, which is super beautiful. And I don't know if it's showing up, but it's such a subtle glow to it. Now my sister bought the Sweet Peach highlight palette, and she probably would do a video on that if you watch her channel. But this is such a small packaging. I was so shocked at how small it was. I don't know why I thought it was like a massive palette. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me, but I just did think it was a larger palette. So on top of the oranges from the Juice Bar palette, I got the peaches. Because obviously the food theme is really big right now. So let's not forget the peanut butter palette, because I got that one too. I love this. Hands down, love it. Again, warm tones. I love this palette. I truly think it's fantastic. I just think that there's nothing you can do wrong with this if you like warm tones. It's definitely a favorite, and I wish that it wasn't limited edition, because if I run out of it, I'm going to be sad. I really will. I'm sorry. But there probably will be a re-promote maybe of these at some point. If they're going to re-promote Papa Don't Peach, they're going to re-promote peanut butter at some point. because Papa Don't Peach is old. That is an old product. So one of the other products I got from Too Faced that I don't think I've ever shown on video was the chocolate bar palette. Chocolate bonbons. My problem with this palette is that it's kind of like everything is dark, but it's not their problem. It's just that I didn't realize it when I bought it, that these were such dark shades. Like if you look at these are dark. These pinks are dark. But I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying I should have paid more attention instead of, I thought it was cute, number one, and it is. And then I looked at these two shades and I said, I'm going to wear these because if you guys have been watching me, you know I wear pink eyeshadow. I wear these reddy browns. And then these neutral colors were just, this section right here was it. That's it. That's all it took. And to be honest, that's what I used. But why I didn't realize that Earl Grey is dark. Bordeaux is dark. Malted is dark. Mocha is dark. On me, mocha is dark. I'm not a fair ivory skinned person, but mocha is dark on me. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I love sprinkles. Almond truffle, cashew, chew, and dark truffle are my favorite colors. Satin sheets I use sometimes. I never use Divinity. I think it's too light for me. But it's like it's a matte blend. It's a matte highlighted shade. But it's not really matte. It's like a satin. It's like a satin highlight shade. You have to blend it out really well so that it's not overpowering. So I don't use it as much. I like satin sheets and I just put that on my eyes. I truly wear this every day. I'm not kidding. So don't think I'm hating on this palette. I wear it every single day. I wear it to work. I wear it when I'm not at work. I'm not kidding. So I just didn't realize I was getting such deep shades. I'm sad I missed the milk chocolate palette. And I missed the white chocolate chip and white chocolate. I missed those. I didn't get them. It was so much hype around them that I kind of said I'm too tired to put up with hype. So I didn't. And then another one I never showed, I don't believe I've ever shown that I bought, was the Cat Eyes palette. And this came out way long time ago. Over a year ago. So it's still for sale. I did not buy it this year. I bought this last year. And this palette I think I use the least. But I think I use it the least because I put it somewhere. I put it in my drawer. And anyone knows when you put something in a drawer, do you look in the drawer? I have a drawer set in the bathroom that I keep my makeup palettes in. And if it's not in there in the morning when I'm trying to get ready for work, am I going to run into my drawer and look for this? No, I'm going to go through what's already in there. And so I just think I haven't used it because I didn't put it in with my makeup to readily use. But you should rotate your stuff anyway so that you don't overabuse. Either you don't overabuse it, or someone like me who has so much makeup that to get a good use out of all the products you have, you should rotate it. And a lot of people do that. So that is, wait, that's not everything, but I think I'll split the videos up into two, keep things interesting. But just to end, if you guys like Instagram, look at my ring that I just bought. This is from Danielle Miranda Jewelry, and I can link it down below. How gorgeous is this? I paid like 30 bucks for this. It's handmade, by the way. It's a resin ring. And I followed her for so long. I'm so excited to have a piece by her. And I would love to get, she did a couple Barbie rings and then I only bought one. I wanted to get more. But I'll try to link her Etsy shop if you guys are interested because it matches everything else in my decor. I honestly just like put things anywhere in my room. But I love this. I wear it in the house mainly because I don't want to lose it. But I mainly wear it in the house because I would hate to lose this because it was handmade and I can't get a new one. So that's the end of this video. I will put the other products I've bought in my second video, and I hope you guys have a great day and Happy New Year. Bye.